Okay, before we get started, we're going to go over a couple announcements. As a courtesy to your fellow members of the media, as well as coaches and student athletes, please silence your cell phones. Please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question during the press conference. If you are joining on Zoom, please use the raise hand function for questions. We will address questions in the room first and then go to Zoom if time allows. You're allowed to take photos, but flash photography is prohibited. Recording press conferences on cell phones or cameras is also prohibited. Now on the podium, we have for Washington, Sevilla Sellers, Avery Howell, and El Ladine. We'll now open the floor for questions.
Al, Stephen Hawkins with the AP. You've been around this program for a while. Talk about getting to this point. I know last year you guys made the NCAA tournament, but talk about getting back here again and trying to, this group trying to get something done.
Yeah, I mean, we have a great group of girls. We've all been around. Avi's obviously new, but we kind of just have had the mindset the past 4 years, and I know this is how Coach Tina runs her program, but one game, one practice, one day at a time, and we just always sticking to that, and that's what it's been like this year as well, and so it fortunately brought us back here.
Avery, you made Melissa Treewasser with Frogs and Cider. You made a deep run a season ago, but your role has increased this year with Washington. Can you talk about what you learned from last year's run and what you're taking into this year's experience?
Yeah, last year we made a really good run, like you said. I think that just helped me gain confidence that I was prepared for that moment, and I hope to bring that this year and just be a steady force on the court. Whatever the team needs from me, I want to provide that, just so our team can be as successful as possible. But last year was a lot of fun, so I'm excited to be back this year and have a good couple games.
Percy Allen with the Seattle Times. Hey guys, when you play a team for like the first time and like you haven't sort of seen them before, how important is that first 10 minutes of that first half for like any other players, maybe for Xavier or else?
Yeah, I mean, I think playing a team for the first time, like obviously you see them on film a lot, but it's very different once you get on the court. And so just trying to see how they play and what they're doing, trying to figure it out the first 10 minutes so we can prepare and make changes live in game will be really important.
Xavier, your journey is pretty awesome. You come from Alaska. Can you talk about what it was like to get recruited, and then you've really burst onto the scene this year and had a really great season in your junior year. What has it been like to kind of get to this point and to have the opportunity to play in these big moments in March Madness?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. Obviously, I think being from Alaska is pretty funny. It's a good conversation starter. But no, being recruited was really fun here, obviously. I chose to come to UW for a lot of reasons, but it was really the people. And so I'm just really grateful that I get to experience moments like this with the people that I choose to spend my 4 years with. And so I'm really excited for us.
Hey, Elise Woodward, Learfield, for both you guys. What did you take away from last year's NCAA tournament appearance, and how much better and more comfortable do you feel that you've already been there and know all of this?
Yeah, I mean, I think from last year, I think we learned a lot, just kind of trying to stay in the moment. I think just taking the experience that we had last year and really trying to grow off of it has been something in the back of our minds all year. And so I'm really grateful that we had that experience. Obviously, in the moment, I wasn't, but I think that we learned a lot. And so I'm really excited to just be here with the same group of people and trying to get better.
Yeah, I think something that I took away was that every team you face is going to bring it, no matter who it is. And so I learned a lot from that last year. And I think coming back, obviously you have more confidence naturally. We've been here before. And so just trying to continue to learn, stay in the moment, and yeah.
Avery, just having made that run sort of with SC last year to the Elite Eight, what does it take to win in this tournament?
I would say it takes just staying in the moment. We've all kind of touched on it, but every single game is going to be tough. Everyone's prepared for March. That's what's so fun about it, is everyone's ready for the big moments. So I think it's just taking it game by game, like focusing on what's right in front of you and not letting anything take you down the line of who's next, whatever. I think it's just staying in the moment and then staying with the people that you're with, the coaching staff you're with, and just really trusting each other.
Nice. Thanks. Sabia, as you guys look to San Diego or South Dakota State, so I've got both teams here covered.
okay.
What are you guys seeing on film? I mean, they're obviously a physical team. They're tough. Definitely one of those programs that comes in with upset on their mind. What are you guys seeing on film, and how do you plan to kind of attack them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously watching them on film, they're a good team. They won their conference. They've played a lot of good Power 4 teams. And so I think we're just trying to scout them really well. I think our team knows them pretty well. And so they play really hard, and so do we. So it'll be a good one.
Any other questions?
He is working.
Getting the steps in. Sheesh.
So, like any of the players, have you guys played your best game yet? And if not, what does that look like?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we're just trying to get better every game, every practice, and so no. Up to that answer, I would say no. Like we're just keeping on fighting to be the best we can be on the court. So, just trying to get better every game, every practice.
Nice.
One more for me. I don't know if each one of you or Avery, can you guys talk about being on the national stage right now and what you want people to know about Washington basketball, how you got here, and what this program is about from a culture vibe?
Sadie, you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, I think this team is very committed to each other and committed to what our coaches and everyone in our program is saying. And so I think, I don't know, I think we've stuck together, and this team really trusts each other and what we're trying to do. And so I think going into the tournament, we're just very confident. I think we've had a great week of practice to just try to get better and things that we need to focus on. And so I think just, being confident is really important. But I think we're excited and we're ready.
Just to add on to what Say said, I think that this whole season we've had a lot of focuses culturally about every single day, the small things, habits of excellence. And I think that the work we've done all year and all the practices, all the preparation is gonna be why we're confident going into this first round game. Obviously, we know they're a really great team and it's gonna be a dogfight. That's how every single March Madness game is. But the culture and the expectations and standards we've had all year from our coaching staff, and then how our whole team is taking that in every single day is, I think, going to be a big reason why we have confidence and why we're super connected on and off the court.
Yeah. We're also here to serve one another. We're here to play for each other, not for ourselves. And so I think that's when you have a team like that, when we're all playing together for one another with the shared purpose, you can go really far. So.
Avery, the evolution of your game has been really fun to watch. I mean, you were obviously a super elite player coming out of high school. You're last year at USC, kind of a shooter primarily, right? This year, I think you're leading the team in rebounds at over 8 a game. Your three-point attempts have gone down, but your percentage has gone up. How have you kind of developed, maybe not developed, but been able to showcase the completeness of your basketball ability this year? And how do you think that overall has helped Washington?
Yeah, I think that I'm just trying to do whatever the team needs from me for us to be successful. So if that's getting rebounds, I love to do that. And defensively, I've been priding myself a lot on my defense, rebounding, things like that. But then also just be able to have multiple ways to score, not just relying on my three-point abilities, but I've been getting to the rim more and just trying to be a little more versatile just so that it's harder for the defense to guard. And that's something that I've been able to develop and just kind of showcase a little more with Washington, and that's been awesome. But at the end of the day, whatever it is for my team, I just want to help in any way I can. So, yeah.
Any other questions?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. For Ready to Begin, we now have Washington head coach Tina Langley. Coach, we'll have you start with an opening statement on just being here at this year's NCAA tournament.
Yeah, just really excited to be here with this group of young women. It's been an incredible season thus far. It's been fun for us to get to know each other even more deeply, to commit to something bigger than ourselves, and just to go to work every day with people that you love. And so excited to continue playing. We have a senior class of 5 young women, and we have some newcomers. And so it's been fun to continue to grow together. So excited for the opportunity.
We'll now open the floor for questions.
Tina, Stephen Hawkins with the AP. Obviously, you mentioned the seniors and everything. Talk about the group getting to this point. They got a little bit of experience of it last year, a little taste of the NCAA tournament last year. What do you think that experience does for this group and their desire to kind of want to play for each other, as they were talking about?
I think Elle did a beautiful job talking about the culture itself as just trying to be in the moment and be a little bit better each day. And so in the senior class, especially our 4 seniors that have been here for 4 years came into the program, we had a lot of growth ahead of us. And they were such a tremendous force of culture and work and talent, obviously. And so it's just been really neat to see them continue to help us grow each year. And so from last year to this year, it was our first time in the tournament for a long time. And so to be able to walk in and know that we had pushed to that point in the program, and then to take another step it's again just a tribute to them and the work that they've put in.
Percy Allen with this Seattle Times. Hey, Coach, it's a bit of a homecoming for you. What's it like to be back in Texas?
I love Texas. It was my home for a long time at Rice University, and so a lot of great memories here, a lot of great people here, and so excited to be back.
As you take a look at this South Dakota State team, they're one of the hottest teams in the country right now. What stands out when you evaluate them on film?
I have so much respect for Aaron. He's done an incredible job. This program's been in the NCAA tournament year after year. He's a great coach, very disciplined team. They do so many things well. They have a tremendous post inside. They shoot the ball really well. They share the ball well, defend. And so it's going to be a tough game, but I'm excited for it, because it's fun to play in the NCAA tournament. Every team you play is a really great team, but a lot of respect for Aaron and for South Dakota State. So.
Coach, when you first were announced to this bracket, what were kind of your initial reactions to the teams that you saw that you might potentially match up for? And what's, 2-part question, what's the biggest thing you've learned in that transition from the Pac-12 to the Big Ten in your time at Washington?
Okay, so, yeah, that's okay. Remind me of the second one in a minute. The first one, yeah. So I probably don't have a great answer to this because I'm not very much a reaction person. I just think I need to get more information on everyone. And so just an opportunity to scout was the first thing I thought of. Was like, okay, let's go get film and let's learn a lot about our opponent. And so, again, already knew a little bit because I have so much respect for him and his program, but it's really neat to watch film and get to know them. They do a great job. So excited for the opportunity was my first reaction.
And then second question. I'm real being professional here today. And then you spent a couple years now in the Big Ten. You came from the Pac-12. What is the biggest thing you've learned about just kind of building a program and competing in those 2 different conferences that have pretty different play styles, I would say, too?
The Pac-12 was a lot of fun. It was a lot of play styles. It was a lot of coaches, choosing to use different systems, and so that was a lot of fun each day. And then the Big Ten, same thing. Some of us came together, so we have some of those similarities. And then, obviously, going across the country and playing arguably some of the best teams in the country is really a great opportunity each day. We have a lot of young women that want to play professionally and that will play professionally, and so it feels very much like a professional schedule at times as we prepare, change our time zones. We just did it again, and then you play early sometimes and late sometimes, and so it's an opportunity to understand what it is to be prepared in all circumstances and how you prepare your body and your mind, and so it's been a great experience for us to learn that.
For folks who have not seen South Dakota State, is there anybody in the Big Ten that they remind you of? And what can you tell us about their forward, Brooklyn?
Yeah. Yeah, so, I think Meyer is, well, if you do like a statistical analysis, she's actually in some systems actually paired with Lauren Vetts in her efficiency. So she's incredibly talented. And then they have great players around her. And so, and their system is very, very strong because they do a great job spacing the floor and sharing the basketball, and everyone plays in their strengths. And I think that's sometimes a hard thing to get, especially in today in college basketball. A lot of people want to play in weaknesses, and so they do a great job of playing in strengths and very high IQ, and they run a great system. They're very smart. They don't beat themselves. They don't turn the ball over. They don't really foul, and they do a really good job of playing really high-level basketball.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.